To be in a film called Wall Street, where it really kind of had such an importance back in the day, and to come back and revisit it as an actor, what was your kind of reason why you wanted to take a part of this film?
Well, I didn't revisit anything because it had nothing to do with the old one, and it was a wonderful part. And Oliver's a great director, so I said yes before I read it. He came, he called me and said, come down to a restaurant down in the Village in New York and let's talk. And I went down and he handed me this big thick envelope and said, come and play, let's do this. I said, okay. And he said, well, read it. I said, I don't have to read it, I'll do it.
To work with Oliver, my impression is he seems very serious, but yeah, maybe you know a different side to him that maybe you can describe. What is he like as a director, and how does he kind of express what he needs to get from his actors?
Well, he's everything you want in a director, in that he's complicated. He's harsh, tough, loving, sweet, funny, rude, demanding, gentle, loves to laugh, loves to be made to laugh, likes to needle. He's got a really good ability to try to find your weak elements and make fun of you. And I found him I found him a great pleasure to work with.
To play a role of that you did in this film, where you're the mentor to Shia's character, did you spend any time like kind of, you know, like flowing through this world of Wall Street, or do you know people like that?
I didn't. I've been at lots of dinner parties over the years with folks in these positions, but this time we concentrated. Shia and I went to trading places, and Oliver brought us together for dinners with major figures in that world. And I asked questions and listened and observed and watched. But you know, when you're playing a part, from my point of view, I could care less about the outer technology of a character. I just care about what's beating on it in his heart. So I want to play the emotional truth of somebody.
There's a really, for me, kind of captivating scene where you kind of go behind the doors and all the heads of all the, you know, the banks and stuff, they're just talking and stuff. What was it like as an actor to kind of be around all these really, I mean, amazing performances, but yet you're basically stuck behind a table and you kind of do what you need to. It's like watching a play, but not really.
Well, that's a place, you know, like I'm very familiar and comfortable in front of a camera or in front of an audience. That's where he lives, at that boardroom table. That's where he does his thing, in that room at that time with those people. And that's his family, so to speak. And for this man to be feeling that family is turning around to eat him up is a terrifying thing for him.
Do you feel that, you know, Wall Street was kind of reflective of the 80s when it first came out, and so what do you think it's kind of saying this time around? Or do you feel it's kind of just, you know, showing things that we already know?
Oh, I think it's saying something very profound, that our civilization is dying. The one we know is changing. And if you look at the behavior of public figures now, the amount of sexual scandals, financial scandals, murders and betrayals, and the extraordinary profits that monster people are making living in mansions while poor people can't get health care and can't get, losing their houses and mortgages. And these people are, you know, taking trips all over the world, sending their children to private schools. Their wives are buying diamonds and rings, all on money basically stolen from the common man. And it's out of control. And you know, then they all go and sit in front of congressional hearings where, you know, the people interviewing them, some of the people interviewing them are as corrupt as the ones they're pointing a finger at. It's just lost. You know, there's almost nowhere to turn.
I have to ask, you're an actor that lives in New York also, so do you feel that the city has changed a bit since you've first moved there?
Well, it's funny, New York's actually better than it's ever been. I find, I've been living in New York since the 60s, and it's more vibrant, more exciting, and Mike Bloomberg has really done a wonderful job as mayor. The city is a very exciting place to be now, and safer than it's ever been.